Let's do it. Everyone's ready. Let's go. It's gonna be amazing to see how much worse our DPS is this week than last.
What do you mean, dude? Everybody's got that rank 3 breath. It can't be bad.
5, 4.
Yeah, everybody.
2, 1.
It's a red flag. Sounds it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still go second Wraith Walk. This shit sucks ass.
Should have put fucking markers down too. God damn it. Over here.
Lou, throw a gate out.
Where's Center Vacant?
Yeah, okay, back to middle, please. Off the gate.
Bust. Burning.
Get him up.
Freedom Cruiser.
Boss.
Thank you for the freedom.
Arcane Mage.
Toxic.
Grip me.
Don't you have like 4 blinks in that class?
Oh. Use them for DPS.
Oh, okay, okay.
How does Blink give you DPS?
Gateway.
Memnarch, Shadow, and Thick, by the way. Just remind me.
That's the one facing is left. Go.
Dude, the Arcane Dream is real, dude.
Yep.
Are they actually smacking?
Just look at the meters.
Nick has fucking like 12k more DPS than everybody else right now.
That's not
We
it.
missed like 6 or 7 in the middle.
Ow, friend.
Now it's only 2.
I mean, as long as we like get like 4 stacks of phase, we should be perfectly fine.
Grab the assassins on top of the shards so we can cleave. I need to pad.
Pad, that's just called using
Right.
2020 pad. Come on.
These
DPS
shards are
break.
dying slow as fuck, by the way, I think, right?
Rough. Far left one. And inside his model, there's one.
Inside his model, there was not one.
I saw a shard there.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Did it just die?
Yeah, I got it.
Dude, this glowing raid frames has everyone glowing right now. I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
I was brain lagging when he said no. I need to shard them. Like what?
Got him.
Freedom Cup, please.
Get another gate.
Louis the 13, my man.
Oh, why can't I click it? Watch out, right here.
Oh fuck.
I'm gonna link this next one. This next is
I have salt for it if you want.
Doesn't even matter. I don't have spouting spirit anyway, so fuck it.
I will take that freedom if you have it, please. Taunting.
Stop it.
Got him.
Wonder if we can kill Skitcher without any healers.
Oh, we still need one at least.
You can one healer just.
To the right, to the right, by the way.
I'm running somebody
Red
help.
cat or freedom cat or something.
Boom! Fatality!
Res me! Gate! Oh my god.
Res, wait, hold on.
Okay.
Rogues in.
Res someone, just res someone. Get this soaks. Where's the boss's HP at? Okay, we should be good then. Try to... Probably need to use CDs on the shards to get through this, to be honest.
There's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
I'm trying, Swift. I'm trying.
Help me!
I'm trying. Alright, Vision Proc, we're good.
His motto, if he's got those, Gucci.
Alright.
Got 2 minutes on res.
Should be dead by then, I think. Alan, do you have Devo? My shit's kind of bugged right now.
I have him.
Got him. Don't commit. Do not commit, you'll die.
Yeah, our DPS is appreciably worse.
Well, that's because we have 40 people dead.
We need that freedom.
Wait, I'm fucking dead. Oh.
Oh, this is the wrong place to go!
Oh my god. Wait, hold on, dude. Please tell me we have some people alive.
Your tanks are dead.
Stand right to me. You can.
I'm here. I need a heal. I'm here.
Kite this fucking
Kite.
thing, dude.
It's a breath.
Don't breath raid!
It's Sentinel.
Oh my god.
This is so sad.
No, my
Fucking
car.
Ellie isn't tanking it, dude!
I never
rank 2
never
speed
felt more sad than I felt.
So maybe we shouldn't have people die.
I'm gonna be honest, I still don't even know where the safe spot was in the last one.
Like this pillar.
It was to the right of us.
It's fucking AIDS.
That's fucking stupid.
It's easier to see when he spits than when they start growing up.
Let's just res up and eat and forget that just happened.
That's what she said.
Yikes. Anybody else find it triggering as well that the load screen is Anish's room?
I was talking this whole time, by the way. My bad, boys.
When you can, please.
Not like I said anything important, really.
Does anyone else find it triggering that I have this mog on right now?
I think I want to go back to the Rock Boy.
I like the helmet.
Just have myself a haste opener.
Name it in your outfit.
Almost carried at the end. I know, right? I was actually doing pretty good. Blood of the Enemy does not seem to be the play, though. I don't have enough between the eyes to make Blood of the Enemy worth.
Should have named it Big Boots, man.
Someone do condensed.
Alright, we're good to go.
Yeah, I think we're all ready.
We're gonna try to go for the big haste opener and hope we stack a bunch of stars on this guy. Because that's essentially like the only way we're gonna do any damage, honestly. I don't have any food. Ah, that's a bummer.
Yeah,
Do,
shit, they keep going
do,
closer.
do,
5, 4,
do,
3,
do,
2,
do, do.
1.
Good buff, so I don't have to worry about rolls or anything. As long as I don't need the mechanics, I'll be okay. Already one stack of stars, already ahead, boys. Second stack of stars, beautiful. Third stacks, okay, we're actually ramping. If we just stay this lucky this whole time, that'd be great. Don't think it's gonna happen, but it's alright. Get us a feint off. So we might be able to stay on the boss for a little longer. One more stack, game. Give me one more stack. Nah. The game did not want to give me one more stack. Do you think Latent Poison or Bomb build for survival is better for AoE? I don't know. I think Bomb for now. Latent is good if you have a bunch of those poison stacks. Free traits. It's mostly a question. I feel like Bomb will always be good for single target, but if you're going for like Mythic Plus and AoE, if you have a bunch of those latent stacks, going for the poison talent is pretty good, because then you just dot things up and then you're able to kind of burst things with Mungus Bite, Mungus Bite, Mungus Bite, and just kind of Mungus Bite the world. It's quite good.
Adjust your,
Gonna have to reroll buffs. I cannot use second pot, by the way. I fucked up last time. I can't use second pot. I gotta do the mechanic properly. The faster I can break those spires, pillars, whatever the fuck the boss has later, the better. Come on, game. Give me the 6 stack. Give me the 7 stack. Can't adrenaline rush, dude. I literally cannot adrenaline rush anything here. Literally not allowed to.
Can't be dying, bro. Come on.
Was it worth, though? Was it worth? I could, because I can feint the whole part. To the side a bit.
Just don't take it, Gentle.
It will be helpful though.
You know you can Wraith Walk the stacks off, right?
No, I used it. Gate.
Maybe I can hit him for a bit. Stack stars 1 or twice.
Like
Doesn't matter.
No, I didn't get it in stacks.
Dang, where the fuck is this big ass DK at? You need me to take your spot?
oh my god, I used my power earlier.
Jesus.
My Bastion needs to
Forgot
protect
you're
me.
playing a fucking DK. That was a clutch speed pot though, I'll give you that.
Yeah, but I'm slow as fuck now and my plus.
Good buffs. Try to cleave as many of these things as I can, so I'm kind of standing in between of them, so that most of them can take a damage. Cleave some more. I got the rock boy and everything for the boss. Cannot use potion. I repeat, I cannot use potion. Literally not allowed to use potion at all. Oh god, I gotta get off to the other side. Because if I'm under his belly, it'll count like, you know, in his tail or whatever. Already better damage so far, boys. Stars are paying off for themselves. And the longer I can keep the crit buff, the more chances there are for stars to crit. And if they crit, it's good damage. Already passive 38% crit, pretty good, but like close to 100, the better. Nine stacks. Can we get the 10? Can we get the fat 10 stack? Faint. Sensor strike. We're gonna blade rush as soon as we can, just to get close to the boss. Didn't really go far. Can you get a 10 stack? Gimme, gimme, gimme. Ah, did not get it. Let's walk. Let's actually vanish, just so we have the mobility. Oi. Oh, he
Jen will gate out of this.
took a hit. I think I don't want to gate. I want to make sure I am able to gate the next part.
God, what a trap.
So I'll grapple hook this.
What is this fucking trap?
Present.
We're gonna cloak.
Blue just taken out.
I went first and I like.
I'm gonna need freedom.
To be fair, he couldn't have saw that on the ground because there was already fire on top of it.
Sure.
Oh no.
I'll solve this.
Oh, you can't cloak it. Thank God. You cannot cloak that. I thought you could, and I would kill everybody early. But you can't, which is good. That's a nice 10 stack of stars, boys. That's a nice 10 stack of stars, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about.
My stacks didn't reset somehow. What the fuck, man? This is close to us. Yeah, can Ferb get a fucking freedom?
To the side a bit.
I think your boy Shucky's dead again. Please save me.
Hey guys, it's your boy Shuck.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my god, you got a grip and a link and it wasn't even enough, dude.
Oh, that guy sucks.
That guy Shucky was more like
I wish
glory.
someone would fucking freedom me ever.
Yeah, we're just gonna stick with the assassins. Because the tank is gonna drag him around to the pillars either way. Sorta, kinda. Maybe a little. Sometimes. Oh, right in the middle of these pillars, dude. Okay, and we have our rock boy too for the boss. Okay, that's one pillar that we just couldn't get. I tried. Oh no. So many. So many that are super low. Okay, this is where I want to roll a decent buff.
Get the rank pun, keep pumping, bro.
Yeah, we got the rock boy and everything, coral, all that. Did we just kill the boss here? He has 40 mil. Can we just burn through that and get lucky on buffs? That'd be great. I wish I had a drone rush for this here. I'm having to roll, dude. I'm having to actually roll for shit buffs.
First center pick up.
A crit buff, I'll take that.
You should invest in a battle rush tracker.
Here we go, John Rush. He's dead. He's done for. He's done for. Do I roll here? I don't think I do. I get nothing, dude. I got nothing. Whoa! Take a damage. Versatility. That seems good. Okay, mode. That actually would be strong for me, right? I know this doesn't have brigands. Oh, wait, but I could go for keep your wits. And ace. Greed. I'm agreed to all that. 50k strong? I think it's 50k. 48. Close enough. Close enough. How you boys doing? Did you see any warrior in top 5 mythic in terms of damage? Could I see one? Yes. I could see fewer warriors do pretty well. Hell, I could see prot warriors pretty well too, you know, because tanks and the void. Actually, the void got nerfed. Tanks and what's the other one that's percentage damage too? That's not void. I'm gonna feign that. I keep forgetting that rogues can just feint and just stand in AoE, man. That feels good. I'm actually gonna record it in case I talk about like a rogue video, a guide for like assassination or subtlety or something. Just to have that clip of like, hey, here's some AoE that's about to kill me, and I can just hit feint on it. Same thing can be done on Rathian and some of the other bosses. Look at that. Look how much damage it took by not fainting.
I actually have to pass on those ones that I needed on. This would be too much corruption.
So Lash is really good.
You guys are all, by the way, talking about Nick. What is going on with these logs? What?
What do you mean?
Echo and Void. No, there's another one. Echo and Void, but there's another one too.
Smash it though. Rank 1 Dalaran.
Let's go.
Again? Last week he got one.
Again. It won't be there for long.
Okay, but let's be honest. Rank 1 on 19.
Okay, dude, just let him live in his glory.
On 19.
That fucking arcane damage, what?
Pays to be first. Screenshot it before it's gone. Just put it like a 0 behind the 9 or something.
We can just get all 3 of our mages to play Arcane. We might be able to kill Vanisher for the 4th set.
I don't need mod.
Imagine doing
30% of the damage, yeah.
You don't really have to move that much. You just fucking.
You don't need to move when things don't one-shot you.
Okay, mode is a really good fight for Outlaw to parse, because we could just sustain on him the whole time.
Prismatic barrier, it's less magic damage.
It's actually true. If you don't get one shot, it's your healer's fault.
Actually, I think the helm that can be gotten from this boss is not an upgrade for me.
Yeah, I'm out of them eventually, man.
Because my helm is 465, so it's not even 460. It's 10 atom levels higher than the original.
Don't you have like a transcendence?
Or whatever it
too,
is.
Arcane?
And heroic.
Only
Yeah.
20 seconds after you put.
Which one's this one? Gibbering Maw? Wait, is Gibbering Maw one of the last few?
I mean, it runs out.
No, it isn't.
Be that monk, put it down, forget about it.
But it does have Brigands, and that thing does not have Brigands in this boss. It does have Keep Your Wits, which is good, and I would use it in keys. I would do Wits here, Ace, so I can use this with Ace and Brigands. And Briggs. Actually, honestly, I should go not Bloodborne, but Briggs build is really good right now. Have you ever made a guide on how to do the best type DPS specs, single target damage for Outlaw? Yeah, I made a guide on Outlaw. It's just a generic Outlaw Rogue PvE guide. And I talk about single target damage. I talk a little bit about AoE there too. It's somewhere in the channel. It looks like guides, dude. It's so hard for people to find. I keep getting those questions all the time. Hey, have you made a guide yet? It's like, yeah, like a week ago. Oh, I didn't even see it. I wonder if it shows up on YouTube at all or not. Maybe it doesn't. But I make guides. I'm planning on making a couple more guides. What the fuck? Am I getting a piece? Oh, thank you. I'll take it. I don't really know what I can do with it, but thank you. I got so much mastery gear, boys. I can have a good sub build out of this, dude. I can have a good fucking sub rogue build out of this. Mastery and versatility. Surviving for days, man. Doing top damage as a sub rogue. Never an issue, boys. Never an issue. Crazy, right? So, boys, tonight I might actually need to sit for some of the fights, because some fights are fine. Wait, what the fuck is getting tentacles from so far away? Did you see those? But like the next boss is not a single target boss for melee at all. It's too good for casters. So I might sit it, but I might put on someone else's like stream from Discord, so you guys can watch. We can watch together, see the prog. I like the song.
Where's Nano's quiet?
I think let you know the better build from POV. Yeah, I honestly feel like AJ, I think whatever build you end up running, there's not a lot of survival hunters that have like the go-to plan. So honestly, it's just a lot of untested waters. But it's also cool because you finding stuff out and you playing with stuff, you're basically part of that testing community now. There's not a lot of people, and just anybody can test. I know there's a hunters Discord, so you could address those questions there if you want to. I think it's called True Shot Lodge. If you look up WoW class Discords, there's a link that posted all the ones that were relevant at the time. And if you add True Shot Lodge, they have some of the best hunters, PvP, PvE, and you can direct that question in the survival hunter room. Rogues have exactly the same thing. It's called the Ravenhold. Everybody has like their own name for their, like you have the Oculus for the Death Knights. Everybody has like their own unique name or whatever it is. But yeah, you could ask the questions if you want to. I default to Sin because we always have more damage. Well, Outlaw with the Arcane, with Infinite Stars build is actually a really strong build, and it does kind of overshadow Assassination. Realistically, do I not need this? I guess I don't need it. I could sit, but I kind of want to do this one. This is actually a good fight. And the helmet is not bad either. Stygian guys. I won't even be able to trade it, will I? Would I? I don't think I have like anything.
It's the second boss I need in this place, but I don't mind sitting if you need.
No, I'd need it. I'd need it. I would prefer sub, but maybe in Shadowlands it'll work again. Yeah, sub is kind of... I feel like sub needs a lot of gear to be decent. You won't be able to get like the best and slap pieces to like overtake every other rogue spec. I feel like if sub had a build like that, people would have figured out. Yeah, generally sub for the last few tiers, it starts out like as a non-viable spec whatsoever. But by the end, as people are getting Mythic, the final boss, like Mythic Ajaro or Mythic Jaina or Mythic Nazath, you are starting to see sub-rogues pop up here and there. None of them have impressive damage, just like, oh my god, sub top %. But they are there. You know what I mean? A 452 red and I have plus 75 stars and 2 echo, void, 0 clover to use. I would sim. I would run through raid bots. We have raid bot and all the other useful links on Discord if you want to join down below. There's just a bunch of like useful links. You don't. Yeah, I don't want to like promote, but it's like all the useful links are there. But raid bots, if you use that website, you could sim to find out which one is going to be better for you. Because sometimes it's really hard to parse like what's essentially good until you do extensive testing. And sims generally give you like the closest numbers, the easiest. They give you numbers in a perfect situation. And as long as you're able to execute the rotation almost perfectly, you're alright.
I can sit it. It's fine. Just won't be able to trade Azeroth.
It's fine. Let's do that then.
You have the add-on or mem? Which one do you do?
What add-on?
Oh,
You need that master loser section.
Yeah, that's easy.
Alright, swap snack in for my spot. Should be good to go.
Clicky clicky.
What does the RC stand for? Raid Council, Loot Council?
Rich Chigo.
There we go. I gave him literally 1,000 gold for being a good guildie. Because I asked for agility flask and gave me the guild flask. Howdy boys, what's up Brandon? How you doing my man? I think I'll get to show you guys the damage that stars can do in this fight. As long as I'm able to get a proper playstyle, a proper luck, good buffs, and I don't get screwed by mechanics. Then I'll be able to get 10 stacks on my ult and really dumpster this boss. I'm gonna kind of hope that we do well. How's the raid going, Dal? Have a good time? Hey, man. Hope the raid goes well. Yeah, I hope so too, man. I hope we get to Zanesh and they get to kill Zanesh. We're gonna be watching him though. I'm probably not gonna be there for Zanesh. I'm not gonna be there for Skitra. I don't think we're gonna do Devouring. Is that the boss? Wait, am I out? No, I'm in. I don't think we're gonna do... I don't know if we're gonna do Hive Mind. I don't think we're gonna do Shadrath. He actually doesn't have a lot of good gear. Like, he has a mace. It basically stuff is like hope it corrupts, but like maybe it's some of it are good for somebody like mastery or verse master. Why does this raid have so much verse mastery? I don't understand. Such sub rogue, and even sub like crit mastery. You don't need verse that much like for PvP. You want crit. You want critical strike. You want chances for crit because mastery is good enough.
Yeah.
Am I the right build? Sorry, boys. Dude, a nice haircut. Thanks, Boom. I appreciate you, man. How good is Echo and Void? You got Gushing. And for the stars. stars. Prodigy's potency actually popped off on that boss. Oh my god. And then Starfall, and then Shooting Stars. Wait, it's not Shooting Stars, is it? He has something else that he's running, because it's not Infinite Stars. Shooting Stars across the galaxy. Ba -ba -ba. Oh! Apparently this guy's just slamming those UAs. And the pet damage? I mean, the pet damage makes sense, actually, because the pet is always in front of the boss. He doesn't have to go anywhere. For me, it's all stars, dude. All stars. That seems really good.
Nick, you there?
Yeah, 1.3 in stars. I had 2, almost 3. And the melee, dude. The auto attacks. I have so much haste to just auto attack it. I can't even seem to get a second non-dagger weapon to draw. I've been running +6, +8 all week. It's fine to have a It's fine to have a dagger in the offhand, man. Daggers, weapons are normalized for outlaw, unless you're trying to get the outlaw main hand weapon. But a dagger is fine for outlaw. Like if you have a really high item level dagger, you're fine, unless you're trying to get a better main hand. Of course, sim, but weapons should be normalized to the point where it's just like, for outlaw, a dagger or a heavy weapon, either way works. Traits, please. I have Brigands, Heart, and Ace Brigands, and Ace and Brigands. Double Ace, 1 Heart, Brigands.
2, 1.
Okay, boys. Trying the best here.
Whatever the fuck this is called. Ancient Curse, I think, or something.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I flew. God damn it.
Did not pick it up. What the fuck?
Why are buffs so far apart? Hello?
Be careful. Or,
Oi.
just everyone go. Everyone reset. We're good.
Decurse Memnox, I can't.
Wow, I got 6 stacks on this boss so fast, dude. I fucked up and I'm doing 90k DPS. What is this? Oh shit. Oh no. We're so dead. We didn't die. We did not die. Holy fuck. How?
None of those on man.
Okay, I'm gonna keep one in melee.
Just keep the next 2 adds in there. Just, alright, group 1 go. 2. Oh. Wait, be careful right here. 3. Alright, everyone go now.
Wait, what the fuck? You got so much mana?
Devo right now. Get these dispels.
First
Let me get that.
Okay, so if we just get it to a full 10 stacks, this one is gonna be fucking insane.
Yeah, I got this one.
Dalaran, Devo.
We're hoping that our stars don't start killing us, because this will reflect damage here. 9 stack. Oh, lord. Darkness, awesome. Love it. So we're trying to basically DPS the bot. Okay, it's actually at 10 stacks. I'm actually going to end up killing myself if it double procs. We're hoping to beat the cast. I don't know if we'll be able to. Yeah, we didn't. We had a really good opener too. What the fuck? The boss somehow just gained so much mana. Well, we got to 10 stack. Like, if we actually were able to get to 10 stack, it would have been alright.
What does that buff do? Do I need to be stacked to grab that buff that the healers are getting?
Or wait. The big circle?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I got blinked
I set
out.
up for too long. Yeah, maybe.
One time, just instantly one-shot myself in full HP.
Have you ever seen any Vengeance Demon Hunter recently? Do you have any idea if they're good? Have you seen any Vengeance Demon Hunters recently? Do you have any idea if they're good? Demon Hunters? Oh, I don't.
Infinite stars.
I don't.
Yeah, and then you took 100k and then 200.
That infinite star damage is gross. Yeah, that's true. No, Demon Hunters. We actually had a Demon Hunter tank for us. One of the keys today. They're actually really good this patch, man. Ad stayed up too long? Maybe. Granular calibrator made from Mace from Junkyard is in my hand.
That's
Really?
fine.
Nice. I like the name.
Vicious actually is big right here.
Alright, first off, just a few things. Someone drop one next to melee if you can.
Yeah, if I can get an opener like that again, I think I'd be in a good spot. Because if I can get it stacked like that, that'd be great. Pretty good on OnePlus right now. I agree.
I don't know, just wherever.
Because they always were good, they were just squishy. But then Blizzard did everything they could to make him tanky. If you want a tanky tank, but also does good damage,
Stop fucking around.
the Demon Hunter, Havoc Demon Hunter, is pretty decent at it.
Hopefully your statue picks up the ad this time.
I mean, it was there. Like, I don't understand why it didn't. It just
Completely ignored it.
Said, fuck
Battle
you.
shot scroll, by the way, please.
Yes. I need my battle shout. I need my damage.
5,
My damage. Mine, only mine.
2, 1.
Already got one stack of stars, boys. It's 2 stacks of stars already. We're fucking rolling in stars, man.
We have our melee, so we're good.
Okay, group 1, go.
3 stacks already.
Group 1, group 2. Group 3.
4 stacks, and we got a crit buff. I love it.
Watch out, there's a few people in melee right now. Okay, get it in now, get in now.
We can at least auto attack from here. So that is a boon. Oh, he's gonna get knocked far. This is Shadow Steps.
Okay, group 1, go. Group 2. Group 3. Wait. 4, go now.
Because last time we didn't even get a second Stygian. And you phased that quickly.
Ads to fucking Africa. I can't taunt it.
There goes Stygian.
I get you.
After this.
Just bring it on.
We're good. 3 ads though.
Kill that.
Fish sticks, help with orbs, please. And thick, help with orbs.
Huh? Dude, Resnick.
I don't
Evo,
I don't know what to do.
Evo.
No, it's okay, it's scratching.
Where's the number cut?
I got this one.
Definitely don't have nearly as many star stacks as I had last. Oh, I actually got 2 back to back. 7 to 8, real quickly. Real quick, like.
Where's the
Second
number
Evo
cut?
right now.
9 already? Wow. I actually might have to cloak this. This stars, dude. These stars are dropping with the auto attack buff. Holy shit. And gonna be able to get fucking Adrenaline Rush very soon. Do I cloak this? I don't know if I do. I might need to. Yeah, I'll cloak. Oh my god, we didn't kill it. What the fuck?
Resummon me. Play this shit spec.
What the fuck, dude?
It's probably just because it's fucking arcane and you're just.
I got a 5 buff. Are you kidding me?
Okay,
You got mana so quick, dude.
jump off the platform.
What is this? No damage. Great, I wanted to see to resub the main Demon Hunter got more DPS specs and I might enjoy the tank and spec now. Yeah, man. I mean, it's basically plays very similar to a Demon Hunter. If you want to have a more defensive, more tank gameplay, I feel like you're not going to get that with a tank Demon Hunter, because Demon Hunter basically plays very similar to my dude. What's up, Garrett? How you doing, my man? Been a while, buddy. Thank you for the continued support. You beautiful bastard. We're raiding, man. Look at the stars damage. Show you some disgusting. Look at that, dude. Making stars fall.
We need to make
Basically a boomkin, man. But yeah, so if you're playing a Demon Hunter and you want more like a sword and board tank, really, I don't even know how to describe it, really defense focused, I don't think you're gonna get it with Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter is more like agile, more outrunning the enemy, dodging him around, and really aggressive play style. Like, there's some other things that feel like there's actual defensive gameplay. With Demon Hunter, you're like offensive with a couple, more like just trying to damage the enemy before they damage you, while trying to pop a defensive here and there. I'm so hyped over him. Just saying, dude. Hopefully we get something good, man. We get something good, my guy. Is Hamilton any good for Mythic Plus? I think it's not terrible. Not as bad as it used to be. And with some of the nerfs that bosses have gotten, like, it's not going to be a best, but it's got good consistent damage. And it can adjust for single target or AoE very easily. Yeah. I think enhance are really good. Plus the utility they bring is quite good. I don't think it's going to be enough to make them like beasts. Like, they're not demon hunters, they're not rogues. But if you get an enhancement, you know, one enhancement isn't going to ruin your group. So I think enhance will be able to push 2k rate IO, maybe even 3k, whatever's the highest. Enhance is definitely going to be up there. At least 1 or 2. Stars is nuts. It is nuts. Yeah, hope you get some stars, man. Stars are only honestly good. Enhance is good for nothing. I think it's good, dude. I have enhance. I have an enhancement shaman. They're great. They're fun to play. They're very enjoyable. EU 541 on Fridays. Yep. What piece of gear did you get from my key? So I didn't get anything amazing this chest on my rogue. I got a belt with verse mastery and a corruption where I have a chance to gain 800 versatility for 20 seconds when I take damage. So, and this is fun. It's just low damage. It's low damage without gear, I'd say. It's a lot similar to Frost DK, because Frost Death Knight is good, but it's not good without gear. Demon Hunter starts good with no gear. Rogue got good damage without gear. Fire Mages with just a couple different good pieces of a couple decent pieces of like Master Blaster, and you got damage. Right, there's certain Destro, drop down Infernal, and chuck as many Casebots out. There's certain specs that do lots of damage with very little gear, but essentially every single spec, just about every, is actually good once you get some gear. Enhancement is good once you get the gear. Frost DK good once you get the gear. Arms Warrior can be good once you get the gear.
60% spell power.
Like Fury is a lot easier to get into to start, but you know. Alrighty, boys, we're hoping for fat stars here, dude. The faster we can get 10 stars, the better.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So, Dalaran, you sack neck, and then snack against sack.
Oh, good buff. Good buff in the opener. Stars, please. 1 star.
Better that way. So
2 stars already. Dip in and out. Garrett, my man, with a dono, my boy.
I got tier 3 stars on my legs.
Nice.
My guild is pissed because I just started.
Nice, dude.
Rogue LMAO.
Karama Rogue. Let's start getting my Rogue LMAO. Hell yeah, dude. Get at it. I should have stood in the other one. I don't think I can auto attack from here. I'm missing out on those possible stars. Dude, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Now you can play Outlaw or Assassination. Any spec you want for single target in boss fights, it's really good. It's not super amazing in AoE, and it might have some uses in AoE. Like, let's say you got Tyrannical Week for Mythic Pluses. You can still take stars while gearing mostly for AoE. And stars will basically be the way you do single target. It's very RNG heavy, so really semi-gear. Lots of haste is good with stars. There's a fun Outlaw build that actually can overshadow Assassination with stars. We got 4 stacks of stars, which is way less than last time. We're hoping for good procs, man. We're hoping for good procs. Here's to hoping. Stygian, we are basically in the melee. Oh no. We're not going to be able to get a lot of stars here, boys. We basically just got to make sure we have a lot of stars, and we want to nuke down the boss with a maximum amount of stars while we have the rock boy out. So we don't see a rock boy in a minute. I cloaked there just now. I just fucking cloaked there. I don't know if that was a good idea, but I had to. I felt like I had to. I just took so much damage. I think I got double stars on the guy. because we went from 4 to 6 pretty quickly.
Careful right here. We got
I don't like standing in front of the boss just because there's chance that he can parry me.
Don't
Okay,
kill
but we got
yourself.
him on mana though. We got him on mana. 6 stacks. Can we get it to 10 before the rock boy? Can we get it to 10 before the rock boy? That'd be great. Because I'll use coral, and we'll rock boy, and hopefully it'll rain stars on the guy, man. Cool, we got a AoE in melee.
Just can't move this.
7 stacks, good. We're getting there, we're getting there. Hold on, crap. Okay, we have a rock boy here and everything. So we're gonna actually just gonna pop everything here. Just gonna pop coral and everything, and hope for the best. Stepped in. Please give us stars. 8 stacks. If we can get to 10 stacks, that'd be great. Once we get to 10 stack of stars, we're sitting pretty.
Statue's down, Mike. Statue's down. With the bosses now. Gucci.
8 stacks. Can we just get a bunch of rains of stars?
okay. Be careful right here, guys.
Oh god, I'm actually dead.
2. Careful. Group 3. Careful, careful, careful. Group 4.
It's only 8 stacks, really? We got so unlucky with stacks, man. Only 8 stacks of stars. We might still be able to get way more than that, though, but...
Statue in between me and you, hopefully it goes
Got a drone rush, maybe that'll be enough.
Okay, get in now, get in now.
You've done a transition, so do not kill yourself on this next down phase.
We actually should have probably just tanked that.
Sneak these ads, sneak these ads.
Kill the ads. Don't die right here. We're not gonna have a lot of cooldowns until later in the phase. So just
Don't die. Literally 1 star's proc can just kill me. Wow, my damage is so bad.
We're out of externals and everything, so chill.
I'm gonna pop a self heal. I just want to be the other rogues, maybe. Dude, my stars are just not proccing. What's going on? My stars, I'm stuck at 8, dude. Hard stuck at 8 stars. Oh, that's unfortunate.
start going hard now. We should be fine. I have Link in like 5 seconds.
Okay, we got 1 star proc. Which is what did so much damage to the boss out of nowhere.
Instant D-spell, these things. Okay, we're good.
Almost top damage, boys. Come on, please. Just a few more stars. Just a few more.
2 faces.
Ah! No! No!
90-something
Ah!
ad spawns. It was.
That's a lot of pets.
Well, I mean, we phase them in like 5.
Like, if I only got 10 stacks of stars, it crits for $3.99, dude. $3.99.99. Like, what? Ah, that's so sad. I didn't get rank 1 there, boys. So sad. So sad. I will hold seed on the ledge. Oh my god. Is that Convoy nerfed? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. No, that's good. I like greed, just because F it. So, is this where they swapped me out for the other guy? I guess so. Damn, dude. That was actually so sad. I got screwed, dude. There was a good, like, a minute and a half where I just wasn't getting any stars procs. That was the worst.
Yes, boss.
Down hands. I know, dude.
I actually thought I
With 3 A's, 2 Brig, should I be running Alacrity or loaded? Depending on your build, if you got some sort of a corruption that plays on haste, you should sim. Alacrity is good on a corruption that procs off of haste. If you don't have a corruption, loaded dice. It's a much better playstyle. Make sure you have at least one of these essences with Vision of Perfection, and you'll have the smoothest gameplay of all Outlook gameplay out there, dude. It's enjoyable. No RNG on buffs. It's amazing.
I just did the whole fight now without the right macro because the shit we were fucking with yesterday or earlier. Didn't use badge a single time.
5 buff. Imagine if I got 5 buff last fucking fight. That would have been amazing. And stars. I'm crashing stars on the Madden conscript right now. Faint. Took no damage. Beautiful.
Hey, thanks, yeah. I think we probably forgot.
No, I didn't have leave in the group, so.
Oh shit, my bad.
You suck. Alright, we need
Man, he was
hunters.
quick to try and pass that blame.
He was. Fucking cocksucker. But I would never.
You said that it was a little bit.
Any leather shoulders available from that kill?
We need to get like 8,000 hunters in for Skitcher.
Same for
And all the fucking leather boys are fucking hitting the deck after this one.
Shuckles has a hunter.
My trinket.
So
Wait.
Ospec.
Chuckle's a person?
Oh,
Nah, he's
actually,
a robot.
There's
one-
a slight chance I could stand.
It could do a lot of damage, man.
Chuckles is a goblin.
I mean, learn them all, brother. Yeah, might as well.
So,
Boomerang Conquest Bar. It's going to be giving me a thing that only outlaws can use. Should I change specs? No. So it says a weapon, right? It says, oh, you're about to get an axe. It doesn't mean literally an axe. It actually gives you option between 4 or 6 things to pick from. So if it's a weapon and it says a mace, it doesn't mean it's a weapon. Or it doesn't mean it's a mace. It means it's a weapon. It can be a weapon that you get to choose which one you want. It'll give you an option between like 2 daggers and 2 one-handers with different stats, and you get to choose which one you want. So don't like pay attention to it like in that regard. Like, it is going to give you a weapon. That's all you know. If there's a bracer, it's going to give you a bracer. If it's a trinket, it's going to give you a trinket. It doesn't really matter what trinket it has on the UI. Like right now, it says I'm getting Corrupted Gladiator's Emblem. That is not what I'm getting, though. I am going to end up getting a choice between 6 different trinkets or something.
What the hell's punting?
The fucking big.
Patrol, distract. My empty item. Purge.
I one shot myself and dead. I'm so angry.
Conscript.
Oh my god.
I'm still
Did like a one shot himself.
I'm targeting the Mender right now, and she has the buff.
Yeah, it gives everybody buff.
Really? I don't see the buff. Maybe my
Oh,
frames
that
are
makes
whack.
Give your monitor out.
It looks like the Shield of Righteous icon.
Yeah, it just doesn't show up in my frames.
Oh,
It's kind of toxic.
You don't have the Mythic Plus like Dispel Recore that shows all those things?
Not if I can't dispel it.
Whoa!
It could be deceiving for sure. Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
No, the first time you do it, the first time you get your bar conquest, you will see that there's a choice between what different rewards you want. All it shows you is what type of item. It will give you like an example.
That was so sad to watch. I'm sorry.
That's toxic.
I literally zoned out watching, and all of a sudden.
Yes, no.
What?
You 5 item level difference and Shadow 10 item level difference.
I put mine as greed, so it's not bis or anything.
Did?
Yeah.
My bad.
Should have been greed.
Mine was great too.
Just 50. Just flip a coin, I guess.
So Bruce, 2 rogues, and yeah, roll. Hurry, trash.
Me and Bruce got a re-roll. Oh. Sniping him, dude. Okay, we don't want to do this guy. We want to do this guy, I think.
You guys ready for a cloth party?
No, we need a leather party. I need my pants.
Well, it's gonna be a
male
caster party for the trinket.
I'm done. Fuck. Alright, whoever got the booze, please give them to the...
Me and Brucey got a re-roll.
Oh, motherfucker.
Bruce already rerolled. Just waiting on me.
Halfway point.
What are they rolling?
Boots. Boomkins, please de-enrage.
Got it.
What suit?
No, sorry, son.
Trank shot?
I'll get right on it.
Trank shot, trank shot, trank shot, trank shot, trank shot.
You have your book from Magnadar, right?
Nope.
Oh shit.
I can't soothe it because it reflected to there's that.
Wait, why soothe yourself?
Yeah,
That's fucked up.
Yep, can't soothe it.
Yeah, Bruce is very common right now.
I actually have 2 stacks of stars on myself. Yeah, dude. I'm trying to end myself, dude. I'm trying to stars myself down.
One person had 6 of them.
Just keep going until the stars are reflecting at you. I can't wait for Shadowlands, the new pick gear system. Yes, they're gonna be changing the gear, Garrett, a little bit with how you gear. They'll be able to like let you pick like you want a bracer, boots, or pants or something, or like a shoulder, chest, helm, or this and that and that. They didn't really come out with the exact model yet, but they had a bit of an example of like what it might look like. Basically. Oh shit! I still haven't finished this shit. Jesus, I gotta go and turn that in after this. Can I turn that in a raid? I think I can, right?
No, Pet's not hanging a second.
Yeah, I'm fucking sad, boys. I'm fucking sad.
I only have 608 pets. I need more.
Let me see if someone can stream it.
Slot pet.
Yo, somebody stream this.
You heard me. You heard that, man. Someone streamed this.
Alright. I need it. It'll be my 1,100.
Instead of getting double, you got what you need. Yes, yes. So instead of getting completely, so it's not going to be completely RNG. It'll be an option between like 3 different. It'll be an option between like 3 different items to choose from at least. You know. So at least that's what they said. We don't have final numbers or final like finalized way it's gonna work, but they gave an idea of like at least you'll be able to choose which category. Do you want the jewelry, rings, necklaces, and stuff? Do you want the bracers and the boots and the gloves? Do you want the pants and shirt and shoulders? Do you want the helm, cloak, whatever the fuck? How are they gonna do it? You know. So they might have a section for like just trinkets or rings and necklaces. So let's say so you'll at least be able to. So there will be some form of RNG, I guess, or maybe Blizzard will move it completely. But to at least be closer to specifying what we want, I think it would be better. I feel like it would be better if at least you could choose like which one you favor, or at least just choose specific, or make it randomized maybe. So like 1 week it's a choice between bracer, pants, and boots. Next week it's bracer, chest, and shoulder. So if you need like a shoulder, and you just roll the ones that give you shoulder, or I don't know. I'm actually making it. I feel like I'm making it worse than it could be. I'm making it sound worse.
I mean,
whatever they can do to help specify is, I guess, the most important part.
I can't run 53 corruption. Then.
Actually, hold on. Let me look at the.
That's hypers. I mean, that's better than dice. Yes, it's better than dice. I feel like Blizzard could, if they're gonna. Well,
it's easily 2 healable, right?
So.
I don't know.
What do you mean, dude?
I mean, as long as people don't play like clowns, I think it should be fine.
Yeah, we really about this. Like,
Try it.
I mean, have you raided with us?
Try it.
Just play smart.
So like if Blizzard is willing to, like the idea is if Blizzard is willing to allow us at least to specify different types of gear to choose from, like specific pieces and categories, why can't they take that extra step to like just choose, I want a bracer, I want belt, I want a chest, and it's only going to give you a randomized chest piece. I don't know, I mean they might as well take that extra step forward, right? Unless they want to keep some RNG in the game, or I don't know. Like if they are gonna allow you to at least to specify, it's like the question comes up is why can they make it even more specific? You know. So I don't know. I feel like they're putting themselves in a hole like that, but it's gonna be a better system. That's the most important part. It's gonna be a better system. It's a headache for Blizzard, but it's a better system for us. The one use corruption system. I feel like corruptions will stay in some extent. I feel like Blizzard is testing the waters on corruptions and are trying to figure out ways to implement maybe corruption effects going forward. So people like the idea of corruptions, but the RNG on corruptions isn't fun. So maybe they'll make it so you can buy extra effects as corruptions. The stronger the effect, the worse the debuffs are, maybe. And find a way so it's less RNG to implement. So you can like earn corruptions or find corruptions and corrupt specific gear with different corruptions you get. Artifacts are back. I don't think artifacts are gonna come back though. Also, Azeroth gear is gone. Yes. Artifacts are back. No. The artifact system with the followers you'll have is coming back.
The 2 heal progression meme. I like it.
We dead as fuck.
Fuck, dude, this is a good omen. Finally, after months, I finally got Black Ant. I am.
I think they'll get rid of corruptions completely.
Oh, actually,
I think they are testing the waters for a possibility for them to stay. Because somebody implemented corruptions, and I don't think Blizzard is gonna be putting corruptions on the table if they're just going to next expansion with them. I don't think they're going to yeet them out. I think a system of corruptions will stay. Because they're trying to find a way to give you random upgrades or possibility for upgrades for gear through some sort of RNG that doesn't have to be item level specific.
Wait, are we dropping a cauldron or no?
Maybe it'll be gone completely.
I'm legit hard right now.
Who's right?
So nobody's streaming this, so I want to see if nobody's streaming. No one's streaming. No one's streaming. No one's streaming.
That's politically correct African American hand. By the way.
Oh, that's healer perspective. This guy.
Better than nothing.
No. Fucking crit enchant on him?
Yeah.
Alright, boys. Let me adjust the cam. It's a little bit wonky. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna put it full screen so we can watch.
Alright, here we go.
Okay, so we're not in this. We're not in this fight, but we want to watch it though. I'm gonna hang out with you guys. We'll watch the fight. This is from a healer perspective, but better than nothing.
Plan, boys.
Can you choose the Covenant right off the bat? So, very first character said that you'll experience all the Covenants first as you level, but your alts going forward after the first time you level, all your alts are going to be able to just start with a Covenant of choice, because after you experience them the first time, you know which Covenant you like. And some people are going to put this alt in this Covenant, this alt in that Covenant, and try to like test the flavor of everything. They'll be like, wow, I like this ability with this class because I feel like it fits them better. Or this ability will be useful for this class. Either like a playstyle choice or whatever it may be.
I see red.
Good night, Dalaran. I'll be there. Alright, man. Sounds good. They're making you sit? No, well, it's a boss that doesn't have any leather to it. Any good leathers. But it has insanely good caster trinket. So the idea is to get as many casters in here as possible. Which makes sense. I can't get mad at that. But yeah, sometimes you have to sit. Does the alt stick to one Covenant? So I don't really know what Blizzard decided. I don't think they're finalizing this at all. But I think they decided that they do want to allow people maybe an opportunity to swap Covenant. But they heavily want to give you a reason not to. Hopefully there'll be some sort of a fun progression where you just like, you'll have so much fun just progressing with Covenant. Instead of like a punishing mechanic. I think eventually Blizzard will allow you to be able to swap Covenant, or maybe they'll make it on a cooldown or something, right? Once every week or something you can swap a Covenant. Like a 7-day, maybe 14-day cooldown. But the idea with Covenants is they kind of want you to be able to choose a Covenant and stick with that Covenant. Whether Blizzard forces you to stay with a Covenant or makes you want to stay with a Covenant.
Yeah, if you can stay, you have to hit.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I think eventually, they said they really don't want for people to be able to stick to Covenant. Kind of like how they said, we really don't want for people to be able to swap gear when you queue for a Mythic Plus. You kind of got to figure out what your loadout is and go. But people dislike that system. So I don't think they'll be able to really stick to that. You know what I mean?
It's a little bit spooky.
I don't know why it's haunted, but I did, sorry.
Get a nice haircut, brother. What's up, Blaine? Yeah. They did a really good job. It's a barbershop that I go to all the time. The guy that worked there, that did my hair, doesn't work there anymore. But the girl, all the girls that work there, do a good job. I just told him like what I like. They did a good job. Even trimmed up the beard a bit
Kill
too.
the shredder, friends.
I think it's great replayability if you don't have to do the other three. Yeah, I feel like some people are gonna want to do everything on their main, right? They'll take their main and they'll work on a covenant until they max it out. They'll go to another covenant and they'll max it out. Blizzard did say that they want to make the next expansion a lot more alt friendly. So the idea is you should want to log on your alts and join different covenants and then play their alts to finish and experience the covenant story. So if they want to make it hard for us to swap covenants but make the expansion a lot more alt friendly, I think that'll be a nice trade-off. Not gonna lie. Because I'm cool with the idea like, oh, how about Death Knight? You know what? I feel like he fits with Necrolords much easier. I feel like it just fits that playstyle. And if it doesn't have a racial that's super amazingly impactful or anything...
Run, dude. Defensive if you need to, dude. Okay, we're good.
Nick, why are you trying to give me a heart attack?
Can't even
Bruce,
see
I
it,
can't
dude.
please.
Oh my god. They dropped the image too early.
Star, it's star.
How did they do the experience gain compared to your first character? How do they do experience gain compared to your first? What do you mean?
After Healthstone Health Pump.
What do you mean by that? What's the boss at? It's like 20%?
It's fucking easy.
20%, yeah, the boss is dead. The boss is literally dead. The two healed it just fine. Oh my god, the two healed it so well. Holy shit. A restoration shaman and a holy priest.
Far away.
So many stars on a boss, dude. Oh my god, so many stacks of stars. One person is a 10 stack. Two people have a 10 stack. Yes.
Nick trying to sabotage.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Val, I got you.
I was trusting the little chat bubble above my head.
Bow, shoulder, boots with corruption. Crankster got some. Shucky's got a thing.
And it has a
Nice.
fuck yes.
That's pretty good. And somebody got a socket, dude. Let's go. All should have a boosted XP after your main is max level. Well, that's what heirloom armor is for, right?
Yeah.
But Blizzard has added something like that at a later time in expansion. But I agree. Like the first time you level, you all should get extra. Well, they're also going to be revamping level and experience next expansion, so I'm okay with it too. They want to make it faster because there's so many expansions, and they want to make you just run through all of them. I think they got some big changes coming for World of Warcraft next expansion, so I kind of want to trust them on that one, you know.
No, I mean.
Wait, don't turn off stream.
This one.
Thank you.
Butts, we got
For so many item level heals, crazy? I know, right, dude? It's crazy, dude.
Out the door, go right around. Don't
What covenant do you think is the most popular? I think it'll either be Kyrian, the Fae, or Revendreth. I think I'm gonna go with Revendreth. A lot of guys that watch me want to go Revendreth too. A lot of friends that I know want to go Revendreth as well. Like this, the vampire aesthetic seems really dope. As for, I think it's gonna be the Fae, the most popular. Honestly, they're like the cute one with fairies and fauna and all that jazz. There's so many druids in the game. Druids and shamans would love that, man. I think it'd be cool to have a Death Knight do something like that, though. You know, the Drust. What is the level and experience? Be one level per quest in Shadowlands? I don't think so. It would need to be a pretty long, dope-ass quest, though.
It's just to track the thing, because I don't have any of my bars in my fucking UI. I have to make weak auras for every ability. Claw. I don't know. Forbidden Claw, I think. Forbidden Obsidian Claw.
It's one character does all four and it hits. Like one character does all four and it hits 60. And then your alt has to do one and it hits 60. Oh, like that you mean? I don't think Blizzard... I think Blizzard is gonna make every alt play through every zone, basically. But you'll get to choose which zones you want to go into. No, I think they actually said they want to make the story, craft the story so you go through all the zones once. I wonder though. They could maybe do that to make leveling alt so much faster. I don't think it'll be bad as an idea.
We should just keep moving.
Move in.
Shadow Fury, Shadow Fury, Shadow Fury, Fury, Shadow Fury.
Hmm.
It has a cast iron, dude.
Actually, it's not a bad. I mean,
Fireboy in the back. I see you. Froxy.
What?
We're in Africa. Come back here.
Can
I
grab
see
them.
Crankster sitting there just staring down that
Grip
pack, just cut
Crank.
off from.
Oh my god. I don't need this anxiety right now.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
Anxiety
I know.
builds character.
Yeah, it does.
Because I have
Push
enough
it back.
character then.
to be honest, I just hope the revamp won't take
Oh, we're killing this.
away the time from the new expansion zones, etc.
Yeah.
As our BFA test cycle came too late and Blizzard didn't listen. No, I think right now they are hard at working on Shadowlands. Because Apache 8.3 has...
1,900 mementos. How the fuck is
The
that?
assault. The assault and the daily vision give like 8k.
Okay, that would do it.
It's about time they increase
Mementos?
it.
No, they don't.
Not
Real
mementos.
talk.
Mementos?
Down.
Not coalescing visions, mementos.
Did you do like
Did you just know?
Will they make it so you pick an expansion with a level?
Yeah, that'll
Will
do
be
it.
entire experience instead of leveling expansion? Yes. They're just gonna be like, you want to level through Pandaria, you go through the full story of Pandalands, you max level. Or max level, level 50 to begin the new zones kind of deal.
You need to get every single one to be done.
After you get gift, you still need
Oh,
to
I gotta go
spend-
back and do the group shit.
Yep,
The
the group
whole-
shit and the other.
I guess we'll have to wait and see, man.
That is so toxic.
We'll have to wait and see
Doesn't even take that long.
how things work
You need to,
For the achievement.
until
Yeah.
Well,
you
you
need
later.
sockets and
buy
shit.
stuff.
Alright.
If you want to add sockets to your gear, you have to clear everything. The
Alright,
whole.
hold.
Yeah, so you
Chest
can-
piece, Lou, the crab, Shuxy, Froxy, and Nick put in for Euro. And Lou says still
Why are,
Biss.
why are we not getting pop-ups?
When do you think Shadowlands will come out? August or October, my guess. About that time, yeah. I think it actually could come out at the time that normally expansions come out. Depends how much effort they're putting into. But it looks like they basically left it. I mean, it felt like there was definitely a team that worked to try to make patch 8.3 full of content and have a lot of longevity to it. With, I mean, somebody put in a lot of effort into the corruptions and the system and horrific visions and how you acquire gear and the raid fights with this many fucking bosses. Like, somebody put in time into some stuff like this, you know? Somebody had to come up with stuff. But of course, like, cut corners, like, they didn't add new zones. They had us reuse zones. And instead of, like, you know, making gear, you know, brand new tier sets, they still stuck to, like, you know, every type of gear, leather, plate, mail, and cloth will have a tier set. Instead of, like, every class has a tier set. So this is one of those things where they could have went and just expanded, did all these crazy amount of stuff. They didn't. They held back in order to hopefully put more time into Shadowlands and really begin the progress. Because it's a tall order that they need to do in Shadowlands, and if they want Shadowlands to be successful, they can't basically pull a BFA. It has to have content from day one. It has to have good content. It has to be well tested. So, and I think it needs to have internal testing too.
No wonder you graduated class.
Because their QA teams, they did not have QA teams for what was that game? Warcraft 3. I feel like with Warcraft 3 they need to realize that we need to pay QA teams. We need people to quality test and break and do everything you can.
What the fuck is that link?
Dude, I fucking watched you just drop a link in Africa. What the fuck is that? Just dropped a link in Timbuktu, dude. Beta for Azeroth? Yeah, they didn't. It wasn't like the Azeroth gear wasn't thoroughly tested. Like if Azeroth gear came out as we have it right now, like the first ring with abilities, then second ring, and then third ring, and then middle ring, and then the last thing. If they had like BOD Azeroth gear instead of like the one ring Azeroth gear we started with, that would have been better. And if we started with essences off the bat, that would have been a better expansion. If we literally started with all this content, but they just kind of tagged it on later, which made the game a lot more enjoyable because these essences do, it's like a band-aid because it's like applies to all classes. So some classes will find certain essences better than others, but it's a system that actually fixes certain classes to make them finally better. You know? Yeah, what healer mod are you using? I'm not a healer. I'm just watching one of my healers.
Tanks logging.
heal. We're having them somebody in the raid stream because I'm benched for now. I'm benched. Was a great play. It just wasn't tested. Apparently, with Warcraft 3, I heard that Blizzard offset a lot of it to some other company, like a third-party company. Really doing things. Band-Aid fixes over Band-Aid fixes, and the new system on top of it with a cherry. I mean, the Band-Aids are pretty good. You got to give them credit, right? If those Band-Aids were a little better detailed and chiseled out and really fleshed out, and if they were implemented with the beginning of BFA, then I feel like it would have been a much better system overall and much enjoyable system to play with. But yeah, it's like compared to how we started, I would have rather liked to have the Band-Aids than not have the Band-Aids to begin with. You know what I mean? It's not a perfect system, and I'm not trying to excuse it either. Like, I want a quality product, dude. After WoD, I want a quality product. And after seeing what they could do in Legion, Legion wasn't perfect, but it was a quality fucking product, dude. I had so much fun. I had the most amount of people playing Legion. People complained a little bit here and there, mostly on PvP side, because the templates, they sucked. The templates sucked. The templates wouldn't suck if Blizzard actually updated them regularly, but they didn't, so they sucked. I would have liked templates too. Like, certain classes they updated, like Feral and Subrogue, made them like unplayable to playable, and then certain specs that just never got touched. And it was like, well, crap. You can't equip gear to make yourself any better, so you know, you can't really even fix the spec yourself, because Blizzard's like, no, you have to play with these specific stats. And it's like, why are you giving Outlaw Mastery then? Blizzard, why are you giving me Mastery? Give me versatility. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, though. I play the game because Morale was. I play the game because I enjoy it. I actually play the game and I have fun with it. I don't complain, like, ever. There's things that I can criticize, things that you could say, like, yeah, you know, I like this, I don't like that, but if I hated this game, I wouldn't be playing it. But I don't. I actually like this game.
Like every single trinket that has AoE damage like that.
It's not perfect, but I like it. And I do hope that Shadowlands is going to be much better. I'd rather have the next expansion be always an upgrade, always progression upwards. You know what I mean? So DICE in the past. I feel like DICE will eventually be good. No, wait. DICE? What do you mean? Hey Dal, kind of a casual player, and I want to get into PvP, but I'm very intimidated. Do you have any words of wisdom for a real noob? You just kind of got to get over that anxiety, man. You got to put yourself in PvP situations and see if you can survive them. And just enjoy, have fun. That's the most important part. Just have fun with it, dude. Have fun.
No, I mean, it's still good.
But for me, it's always like that first time anxiety of like, oh, I don't know if I'll do well. Oh, I don't know if things will go well kind of deal, you know?
It might load only for druids or something like that, so you should
Roll for need, dice for all items. I love this game and I hope pray Shadowlands is better than BFA. I would say BFA is better than WoD. I actually had zero fun in WoD. WoD was pretty tough to make videos on, and so at some point it became really difficult to enjoy. I would say the BFA is better than WoD, but that's my opinion. But I hope Shadowlands is better. I want Shadowlands to be at least Legion quality, and if not, better. But at least Legion quality, I think, is the least we can ask for. What do you think about the new Tower of the Damned Shadowlands? I like the idea. I think they're combining a little bit of horrific visions, a little bit of islands style of randomization, which isn't terrible. Like, islands on its own are fun, but the randomization is quite interesting and quite enjoyable sometimes. I think it potentially could be really good. I think it potentially could be really, really good. Yeah. I like it. Not against it whatsoever. When are you finally making a switch from Frost DK to Unholy? You said you would quite a lot of times. Well, I played a little bit of Unholy Death Knight at the end of patch 8.2.5. But with 8.3, I decided, you know what? I just want to focus on one spec. I'm going to start with Frost. And eventually, when I get some decent gear for Frost, I will make a build for Unholy. And if I get a two-hander, I'll probably make a build for Unholy a lot faster. If I get a fat two-hander. How does that sound, man? So tilted to get Cam by 10, Horde and War Mode Oldham. I'm sorry, dude. People are trying to get their World Quest done. And PvP stuff done. So I guess it makes sense, yeah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, when you finally read that, hate when time travel in all fantasy. Yeah. For bounties up, yeah, dude. Yeah, at that point you would either maybe see if you can server hop or turn off war mode if it's bothering you. 10% for Horde is not worth, unless you're Alliance, and then it's actually might be worth to keep war mode on, but it's not worth the stress if it's stressing you.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't. I have everything turned off.
Do, 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 do.
Oh my fucking god!
Nice.
Lasting this, or we last?
Fucking watch that one, Froob.
Oh no.
Don't pull the
Yes.
Why would you
Fucking broke him.
Dead.
That's an old
Just
meme.
fucking res someone or something, dude. Res the healer.
You're supposed to have a
I already
Oh no.
I fell off the fucking map, dude.
You're such an idiot.
I was fixing my weak auras and I just auto stairs, dude.
Thank God we had people stream those, dude. Yes. Okay, they're gonna be on Zanesh for like a good hour, boys. They're gonna be on Zanesh for quite a while. I think it's gonna end up being a Discord view and stream, boys. We might do this for a little bit, and I might turn it off because I don't want to be sitting here just viewing Discord. But I don't think I'll be put in. I think they want to keep the same group. LOL. It's on 20, 30, 30, 20. Damn. Palio and Prime. I'll play Alio on Pernold. And my server charged full of Horde. Ah, unlucky.
We may have not killed the rogue.
That was huge brain.
We didn't.
They get jumped by an insane raid group today in war mode on Alliance Cowards. Ah.
That's all period love egg.
Yeah, sometimes you just get unlucky, man.
Absolute madness, stop.
Sometimes you get unlucky.
That's mental illness.
They didn't give me 1v1 shot survival fights. Yeah, that's where if you have like a full raid of Alliance, I would love for them to just surround a person and just only send one person at a time. See how many the Horde can take down before they die. And then when they get eventually killed, just like leave them alone. I think that'd be kind of cool. It's like instant fight club. See how many you can go for, and then just don't touch them afterward. Just mark their name and be like, okay, this guy already went through his trial tribulations. I feel like though that would intimidate so many people. They would just see like somebody run by and just like surrounded by a Alliance and be like, oh no, dude.
Fish, give the bow to
To Froob?
Was that enough?
I do so much damage that I'll average like 20k on Outlaw 1-on-1. In PvP, you should be doing about 20k, unless you're talking about PvE damage.
That's mental illness, love.
Position yourselves, you don't get punted to the next pack or the boss.
Oh
Oh my god, it works, dude.
Sorry, girl. I was just trying to do the thing.
Toxic, bro.
I have this fucking piece of dog shit on my screen. I need to fucking delete.
It's interesting to see how a healer sets themselves up inside of a raid compared to like a DPS. PvE? Oh, I think you just might need gear, man. It just might be a case of getting gear. Can a DK grab a boss while jumping from ledge? No, they used to be able to. So Death Knights needs to be able to be standing on the ground. They can't grip while mid-air, so they have to be touching the ground. Otherwise, you would have Death Knights, let's say in Arathi Basin, jump off a lumber mill and then grip people back. Actually, for a little bit, Goblin Death Knights could use a macro where you would use your rocket jump, and you would grip a Death Knight back in at the same time. So you would jump off lumber mill, you would rocket jump, which momentarily makes you like count like you're standing on the surface because it needs to launch you forward. And then you would grip, and you would basically grip someone off the ledge while you get back on the platform. But that was back in Canada. They fixed it very, very quickly, so not a lot of people really get to use it. But the idea of it was fun, and I played back in Canada, but I never seen anybody do it. So by the time I played, I think it was already fixed by then. Holy shit, dude. This is some bags.
Say that like being in Discord during raid is probably as close to mandatory as something.
You shouldn't say close, you should say well, that's what he said.
It's like almost as important as being inside the instant.
Yeah, it's like one of those things that just should never not be a thing.
Whoa, what are you trying to talk down on the bench raiders?
No, but if you're gonna be in on a fight, you should probably be in the instant.
That's toxicity, though.
Fuck, dude. Wait. Oh.
So are we one healing this?
What?
Wait, do you have the fucking note from last week, dude? I don't know how the fuck it works this shit, dude.
Yo, can I get...
Is it playing Outlaw in Shadowlands, or what are your plans? So, I'm probably going to play Outlaw unless Blizzard butchers it. You never know what class changes are going to happen, and if Blizzard makes Outlaw completely unplayable, or maybe they just completely obliterate the spec, then I probably won't end up playing it. We'll see.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, I think he got memed too hard pre-raid.
Wait, what'd you guys do to him pre-raid?
Nothing. I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Snack, are you here?
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Log on.
Oh, what did you do, Dal?
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, what did you do?
I literally didn't do anything. I'm just saying, uh-oh. You guys said he got memed out too hard. You guys said he got memed too hard. I'm just saying, uh-oh.
What the hell happened yesterday?
Is Frostmage at the moment absolute dumpster fire spec? Not really. It's very gear dependent. But even if gear dependent, even a fully geared out, Frostmage, a fully geared out Frostmage.
You said warlocks get the boots.
I'm sorry, I am listening to them. I can't think right now. A fully geared out Frostmage is still good. They're just not nearly as easy to line up the cooldowns for them. And there's not as many fights that are favorable for them as for Fire or Arcane right now. You have a lot of bosses that just like, you either can do some cleave while focusing on the boss. Master for Fire Mage does that well. Or you just dumpster the bosses Arcane. Frost has that cleave, which is good if you keep adds and bosses together. And it has some fights where it could potentially be good. But like, you could either be a Frost, let's say Hive Mind, right? There's two bosses and you can cleave them and there's a lot of ads and it gets really hectic and Frostmage is like, Blizzard, right? So you would think it would be good, but when you put it into perspective, you have Frostmage throwing down Blizzards and throwing down Frozen Orbs and cleaving the bosses with Glacial Spikes and really nuking things down and slowing down enemies and doing this and doing that. Or you could have Fire Mage just blast the boss and the Master will automatically spread to all the ads and you don't even have to hit the ads. You just have to like Meteor somewhere near the ads are and then just continue tunneling the boss. You literally don't AoE. You just single target and your Master does things for you. So you have a spec that does very little, it gets a lot of value out of it. And the spec that does lots, but gets very little value out of it. Like, that's the problem. Like, you need somebody who's dedicated to Frostmage. And we haven't had enough months go by where Frostmages have, like, a best build. Maybe Frostmage will have a really solid build that's good for specific fights, but Fires has been really, really good. And Braces for Mechagon are getting a higher item level, so you'll probably end up using them more. And they just do more damage because they scale really well. If you were to play Frostmage for like raids and stuff, I think there would never be an issue with it. It'd be fine. If you want just to play Frost Mage in raid.
Thank you.
But yeah. Thanks, I already like you. What's up, man? How you doing, dude?
I can make
I
that.
guess it would nerf poisons for an outlaw. Well, poisons outlaw and Blade Flurry mythic damage will be high, most likely anyway. We'll see, we'll see. Poisons could be very, very little damage. It could be very, very little, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I'll be excited when locking his poisons. Dude, wound poison. I mean, outlaw is already pretty good in PvP now with the gear, if you gear yourself full versatility. But with poisons, oh, now that's gonna be extra juice, dude. Extra juice. Juicy, juicy, juicy.
I mean, he's been using that English accent the whole time. I've been turned on.
Oh my god. Imagine locking his leeching poison? Nah, never. Leeching, well, maybe. I feel like outlaw already heals a lot, but yeah, imagine leeching poison and roll grand melee. It's like you get 10% leech from leeching poison and then 25%, but that's a talent for assassin. I don't think we'll get leeching. I think they'll give us instant. I think they'll give us instant, deadly, wound, and crippling. I think that's all they're gonna give us is instant, deadly, wound, and crippling. That's all.
Yo, we got 19 minutes. Let's kill this shit, please.
Really? Oh yeah, we do have 19 minutes. Wow, it's such a long fucking time, boys. Yeah, I think we're gonna hang out here for like maybe 20 minutes, boys. Watch them, see if they can kill this boss. And then I might end the stream there and I'll go work on a video or two while they are doing this. Because I don't know how long it's gonna take. You can kind of do Leech and Poison's Outlaw with Leech Corruption right now. It's really weird. Technically, yeah. Technically, you could get enough Leech Corruption to get 10% Leech. What?
Do you like mute Discord?
Yeah, because I like the Discord to be linked with, synced up with the stream I'm watching.
Are people still playing
It's okay.
on this fight or no?
We got a different guy who's streaming it. We got Brucey's, the Boomkin. His looks a little choppy, but it's okay, boys. His gameplay is going to be very choppy, but at least we get to see it. What's up, Aegis? How you doing, my man? Change account name, Dal. How's it going, Aegis? Hope you're having a good one, man. We're benched, so we're watching a fellow raider play the fight instead of us playing it, basically.
Making the note right now.
But it's just gonna be boomy perspective. Look how clean the UI is, dude. Can you even see their abilities? Look at the bottom right, you have Starfall, you have a Trinket, you have the AoE roots, normal roots, Silence, Bark Skin, that dot from Talents, that Renewal, Cleanse, Soothe, Warlock Hellstone. At the bottom you have your Travel Form, Boomy Form, all your forms. Bottom left you have your B-Res.
That should be the note. The only change is Astro.
But you can't see any of its other abilities, man. That's so weird. A lot of people hide their abilities. I can't do that, dude. I literally cannot do that. I don't know how. I mean, it's not like I don't remember what my abilities are, but it's just so much easier seeing them. You know what I mean?
Because he sucks ass at it, and Astro apparently did really well, and I want to kill this.
They likely use a lot of weak auras. Yes, they do. They do. I'm pretty sure as soon as he gets into combat, he gets like a massive bar of weak auras. You know what I mean?
I care about killing the boss.
For CDs. Stop playing Alt Z. That's kind of cool. I've done that before. It's interesting. But you also have... It used to be really difficult to tell like if you're dying or not, but now you have like these red things around your screen whenever you're actually dying. So it's not too bad. It's clean, but not empty. Yeah, I just use the original Blizzard UI, dude. I just use what I'm comfortable with.
No, it's totally fine.
I would like to try some of the newer, different UIs, but it's just like, it's too radical of a change, man. But damn, dude, there's nothing in this bottom right, nothing in this bottom left. It's all so anchored and just so snug, and just you have so much space down the middle to see the game. That's weird. I feel like that'll be so hard to PvP with, though, when you can't see your abilities and cooldowns and stuff. Because I feel like it's a lot of visual information.
Nobody else that's not in the kick rotation. I can back up anything you need.
No, I was just saying, like, did you should have their weak ore already set up.
Assuming that Brucey's note is the correct note, those are the kicks.
Yeah.
One thing is, I don't. Oh, at the bottom left, you actually see the chat cover. What? Bottom left is the notes, and it covers the chat. You got map 1, map 2, map 3, map 1, map 2 for different groups. And then you got ads, who are kicking one ad, who are kicking the other ad.
Definitely mental illness, bruv.
Madness, love.
Madness?
I can't decide what to main in Shadowlands really. Yet, early I decide between enhancement, retro, DK. All I know is one of those three, but we'll blow them all aside for better survival hunt at the moment. I would wait to see what the classes look like in Shadowlands, like all the changes are going to be happening to them.
Make sure you guys aren't going full fucking Mongo on these, like, whatever these things are called, formats.
Yeah, his gameplay is a little choppy. There's a little bit of lag, but it's okay. I think his graphics card's struggling. Still better than nothing, right, boys? Alright, soccer. Do they get the first soccer ball gameplay right? I believe. They're doing it, and does they get the ball? They get the ball! Yay! Uh oh, it looks like his UI was a little fucked up. He didn't see health bars for a bit. Took a bit of damage there.
When Group 2 goes play,
I'll play with 30 FPS. Is that what would do it? Is the FPS? Well, they got it to 70%, and they did the first kick properly.
I knew it was sketchy.
Yeah, I was screaming when my mic was muted.
I saw it. I was like, he usually waits till the end. But
The reaction, I mean, they're pretty good. They're doing well right now. They already got the boss to 70%. And they're only, and looks like she's gonna be doing the soccer ball event soon. At 100. Yep, Void Ritual coming up. So, map 2, boys. Can they get the second soccer ball done? Can they get the second soccer ball done? Wait, can they just kick it across? Just thread the needle? I feel like you should be able to thread the needle, but probably not. Cat Heels got her kick. She booped it. Shadow, get your boop. Shadow got the boop. Shadow got the boop. Oh, it's threading it so close, but he got it. I think it's gonna be in. Is it in? It's in. They got it in. Second soccer ball, done, boys. Oh god, he got feared. Oh, Barkskin. Oh, this guy's so fucking dead. Oh, he didn't die. Wow. Bark lived. Nice. That's awesome. And Zanesh is close to 50%. So first time they got it to 70. If they can get it to 40, that'd be great. Yeah, this dude's graphics card I think is melting. Oh no, he slowed. Corruption. Or maybe just Boomkin. They can get him to 40, so that's actually 30% every single go. So they need to do one more soccer ball, and then this boss is dead.
Dropping the souls here.
Can I get Ford, please?
Shucky's place the damage again.
Who's gonna need an external?
The boss is going to be doing the Void Ritual now, group 3, boys. One more soccer ball. Wait, I think they need one after this one. I think they need after this one. Okay, he got the ball. He's kicking it. They got to get a second kick. I don't see the ball. Well, hopefully... Oh, he's turning around to see it, actually. Second, got it. No! They didn't get it! Oh, man! That was so close. Just... You used it a little too early. I'm doing my assaults on a warrior who has a least gear character, and why is it so easy to get damage out of warriors? Why is it so easy to do damage on warriors when he has least gear? They're a good class, man. You play in the Fury, right? They're really good. They don't need a lot of gear to do well. Before the expansion, classes usually are so unbalanced. Trying to decide how classes are performing in the patch. Yeah, it takes a little bit for everybody to get the gear. Uh-oh. What is the default command for friendly plates off?
Yeah, I was literally just gonna ask you.
I was gonna say it mid-fight, but
I was like,
I didn't want to fuck up calls and shit.
You can also go interface names, and you can check which ones you want on and off.
What is Devour Vitality?
Never
That's
mind.
the weapon from Mott.
Names.
I don't have
Middle.
that
No,
corruption.
middle. Names. Is the one that names, yeah.
Yeah, no, turn them all on because you hit it through the huggy.
Does anybody have a repair bot?
Oh yeah, I got one. By accident.
Bottom right, friendly players.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doc.
No problem.
So there's something in a different group because that's pretty much the latest I can hit.
Where you from, Del? You speak native English Kings or USA? USA, dude. I was born in Russia, though. I was born in Russia a long time ago, dude. I'm an old man. Old, dude. I'm about to get on my pension. I'm old. We're out here. We old. We're grandpa. But no, I live in the name.
Sometime if we can't get through that section because we've got 1 and 2 down, so it's worth adjusting.
We're fine. I just need to hit it more with Nick.
So who was the other kick? It looks like it's group 3, Lashara, Lou, and Nicholas. So Lashara kicked it fine. I think it was Lou that didn't get the proper angle. And then Nicholas would be the last man. So if Lou could just... So this maps, by the way, this part of the fight, it's actually very scripted. And you basically stand in the same place every single time when you do the soccer ball thing. You go to a place, you face a direction, every single time the same. There's no RNG.
I was trying to figure out what
These pillars
the way they hit it was different than the way they did it.
spawn, and from which corner of it this all spawns, are all in the same direction every single time. First one, boys. Can they do it? Man, Zanesh on Lust? Jesus, already close to 80%. Jesus. They need to do as much as they can during Lust. Lust up for how long? I actually didn't see the buff for him. I actually didn't see the Lust buff. Is it gone already? Oh, no. Unlucky.
Yeah. Nobody's perfect. Everyone's gonna make a mistake.
Hey, no, yeah.
Where's oh my god, our grandpas used to be enemies, man, from Finland. Finns and Russians used to be enemies? Really? I'm surprised to know that. I don't know Russian history all that well, I guess. I mean, I was born and I lived in Russia when I was younger, but I don't know the history that well. Sitting this boss out, Steven, dude, imagine me being there playing soccer, dude. I was born in Russia, but I was never really good at football, man. At a football, dude, who can't tackle somebody, dude? Just tackle it to the ground. Violence. Anybody can do that. How you doing, Steven? But we were there for the first boss, the second boss, we sat out the third, and they're doing Zanesh. If they were doing the Devourer, Shadrath, I would have been there. Single target slapping those booty cheeks. But for this fight, they already have people that know how to do this, more or less. And they want to mostly keep the same people that are kicking the ball. And I guess I'll eventually get to do this fight, but it doesn't drop anything good but a trinket. That's only useful in like Mythic plus keys. And only useful sometimes. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see.
You only wanted one.
German?
I just couldn't split my stacks.
How much time freeze?
German I could see, yeah. German I could see, but not Finn. Well, they tried to make us one of them, but didn't manage. Really? Like, oh, USSR you mean? Like when they went for the Soviet Union? Nah, dude. Fucking communism. Yeah. Or you mean like takeover? I wouldn't need to brush up on my history, but I wouldn't be surprised, dude. Wouldn't be surprised. The Russians have done some dumb shit in the past. But I was wondering if it's worth coming back. I feel like every patch is worth coming back and just checking it out. Whether you stick around is a whole nother story, but I feel like every patch is like worth checking. There's always new content, always stuff to do. The new raid has a mount, so you could work your way to heroic and get a mount. There were buffs to classes too, so certain classes are a little bit stronger now. Finland was part of the Russian Empire pretty much earlier than World War II. Was it really? Did not know that. Did not know that. The only history I know, more or less, is American history. Because America, boys. America. America. I just don't live in Russia. And
It's far.
I didn't really grow up there too much. Like, most of my teenage years was here. So... Alright. First boops. You gotta make sure you get it right. Back up a little, back up a little, back up a little.
I was trying to pick that.
Nice. Oh, hopefully he threads the needle. The ball is going to another side of the court. Does it go for a kick? He gets the kick. And... they did it. First one in, boys. First one's in. The boss is close to 70%. Uh-oh. Yeah, the range needs to interrupt that one. Yeah, we were not independent or women's in World War II and they tried again. Really? Okay. Did not know. I didn't know. Germans are good at football? I would have no idea who's good, man. I don't watch football, otherwise known here as soccer. Not because of the word sock, but because associated football. Short written as soccer. Some people think when somebody says soccer, it's like, what do you mean soccer? Like, wear socks. Yeah, but like, why is it sock-er? But it's like associative. That's the actual term for it. There's different kinds of football. Associative football, shorthand soccer. Alright, second one, boys. Can they do it? Can they do it? Yes, they can. Can they do it? Yes, they can. Who's doing it? It's Giggle, Wiggle, Cat, Heels, and Shadow. It looks like it's going to be Giggly Wiggly kicking up the ball at the very start. It is going to be sent off, though, bad. It's going down. Giggly Wiggly trying to get himself in a position where he can kick. Cat Heels connecting on the ball, and it's going to be Shadow taking up the next ad up. You used to interrupt the first ad. Okay, so it seems like every time you pass the ball, an ad spawns. And then you got to get the kicks going. Uh-oh. Don't want to get a kick there. Uh-oh. Wait, are they pizza slices? Is that the same every single time? That gotta be a range kick. The boss is close to 50%. They only got the second map for the kicks. The third one is going to be Lyshara, Lou, and Nicholas. That is a Warlock, and a Fire Mage wombo combo. It looks like it's going to be 3 different kicks. The second kick is the difficult one, and hopefully they're able to get that one right. As long as they're in the right positions, they should be good to go. The damage from these Fire Mages, by the way, is insane. They're doing a really good job. So is the Shadow, the Warlock, and the Warrior, dude. Slamming it. Slamming it. He's slaminating it. Unlucky. One of the things, one of the Void Ritual zones was inside of a pillar. There's not a lot you could do about that. That is a tank positional issue.
Pro play, just thinking about it, would be to have those drop in it.
Work in progress, Transmog, DK in Discord? Oh, I would look in a second. I'm using Discord to watch the stream. But I'll check it out later, Matix. How does that sound? You might think soccer is USA saying it's OG from England. Wait, what? You might think soccer is USA saying it is OG from England. Is associated football? Is that an English thing? I don't think it is though, is it? I wouldn't know. I'm not a history major. There's an undead creature shouting in Oldham about the might of the Horde and how the Horde have the power of 2-pack. What? In Oldham. Is that a Jar in the middle of the fight? It is a Jar in the middle of the fight. Zanesh is basically there torturing Azara trying to get her agony out or whatever.
Oh yeah, right.
It's not soccer, and the only ones that call it soccer are Americans. Well, no, that is the shorthand term for it. It's called associated football. There's 3 types of football. There's the one in Australia, one in America, and then the one that the rest of the world plays. And there's different types. There's a word for each, but then there's also the shorthand. So, like, there's a football in Australia, but I think people call it rugby. That's the shorthand for it. Then the soccer that everybody plays, you know, the goal, and you know, with your feet, and you have cleats, and you run and you kick. You don't touch it with hands. You know, everybody else plays. Its technical term is associative football, which shorthand for it is soccer. That's why you call it here soccer, because it's the shorthand for it. Because in US, it depends what your colloquial term is, right? If you're in Australia and you play rugby, you call it football, but everybody else will call it rugby. Is it even rugby? I don't even know. I think it is rugby. But if you live in America, your football would be, I forgot what the actual term for the American football is, but it's something football. It has a word in front of it. I don't think there's a shorthand for the American football though, because it's new. You ever watch those videos at 3 in the morning that just you learn some of the most useless stuff ever that you never learned before in your life? That's basically what that is. First ad down, second kick, looking for a boop, does get the boop, spawning the ad, hopefully they'll get the interrupt. Third kick needs to be perfect. Does they get it? He does get it. Looks like it is going to be going into the goal as well. First ad, still casting anything. Second ad needs to get an interrupt. Third ad needs an interrupt as well. Pizza slices are zoning them out a little bit. More zonage happening. Might need to be a ranged kick. Don't they need it? They don't need it. Zanesh is getting close to 70%. Very nice. There's also indoor football. I don't think that has like, that's technically a, yeah, there's indoor football, but I think it's basically just football but indoors. I don't think that one has like an official name to it. I don't know if they have competitions on it. I think it's a competitive sport or not. How are you, sir? I'm doing pretty good, Novak. How about you, my man? Beach football? When I say like an official term, it's kind of like it's like a Latin thing, I think. Like there's a Latin word to describe something, or Latin origins. Second map happening for a second team. Giga Wiggle, Cat Heels, and Shadow are gonna have to go for a couple different kicks to get the ball around the other side. First kick should be going down in this instant. It's going to spawn in that second one. Hopefully Cat Heels, I believe, is the second one that gets it. Cat Heels looks like they do punt it. Shadow should be there for the intercept. Trying to position, does get it. There's going to be quite a bit of ads everywhere that do need interrupts left and right. The ads are getting dotted and are getting destroyed. Hopefully none of them get the fear off. If they do, it's going to be really a bad time for a lot of people. It looks like one of the people died. Looks like it is Thick died. Thick Thighs died. We learn Russian language. I was born in Russia. Родился в России. Yeah, там изучал язык. I was born in Russia, so that was my first language. I had to learn English later. Very glad to see you again. Hey man, happy to hear that. Until he gets ganked by a raid, Alice scream, yeah. American football, most of the time is played by hands. Yeah, you do kick, there's kicking, but yeah, you usually just carry it in your hand. I think it's like was created on like a military game. Somebody else died. Izzo is dead. There's going to be Void Ritual up and running for Team 3. Team 3 is Lashara, Lou, and Nicholas. The second kick for Lou is going to be very important as Lashara does have their kick on a setup already. Lashara is going to go first kick off the bat, Lou is trying to set himself up. Is he going to be able to? Oh, it looks like Lou is kind of messing up. No, he actually gets it. And looks like it is going to be Nicholas right after. I think Lou figured out where he goes. Is it going to go in the right place or not? I don't think it is. And looks like it's death for everybody. That or Fear killed everybody. Crap. How goes it? What's up, Basic? Watching my guild raid because I'm on a bench.
Like I was going straight in. I was really scared, but it worked out.
Cool. Yeah. So for you guys popping into the stream, we are watching one of my guildies stream this on Discord. We are benched, not because we're bad. Actually, it's because we're bad at the game, but because time to return benched. I know, right? Yeah. What explanation do you have this then, Dalaran? Are you full of excuses? I am. Let me explain. So for Zanesh, you want to keep consistency of this fight. Just about everybody is going to have to play this football game. Soccer, football, whatever you call it. I'll call it soccer because I live in NA. But you guys can replace it with football and it makes all the sense in the world. Right? Okay, I'll just do what feels natural for me. But they're playing soccer. And just about everybody needs to be there to play the game while the team is nuking the boss and nuking the ads. And the idea is you want the same people practicing it, and those same people know where to stand, which way to turn, in order to get the mechanics down right. Because it's very, very specific. You got to stand in a specific spot, face specific direction. But the thing is, there's no RNG. So you go to the same spot every single time when you face in the same specific direction every single time. So if you have the same people doing it, then it should essentially die faster if the same people that have practice do it. So you have team 1 doing map 1, team 2 doing map 2, team 3 doing map 3. Maps being like where the pillars are going to be and which way you have to get the ball around. Like who has to stand where. And then team 4 is going to go back to map 1. Team 5 is going to have to go back for map 2. That means you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different groups. 5 groups, each has 3 people in it. That's 15 people that needs to be more or less the same for the run. And once those 15 people solidify their positionals with this fight, then you can start swapping people out at a later time to get the kill for the boss. Because then they don't need to do anything. They'll just need to do the kicks and stuff. But they won't need to do the mechanics. Doing a 9, you are wishing luck. Go for it, man. Hope you get the weapon. You can use to play as SAS? Yeah. Get out of here, dude. Out of here.
5, 4, 3.
Probably true, honestly. Probably true. Game, dude, look at that wall of blue. The mage is doing up to 200k DPS in the opener, man. That's insane. First kick is going to be going to Snackaladin or Astrom. Sending it down lane towards another punter, and that should be the only ones that are needed. So it's only going to be... Wait, no, there's 3 ads actually. So it goes from Snack to Astro to Izzo. Izzo in the Hizzy. Everything that done better As you can see, this is why fire mages are insane. You just drag the boss to the ad. The fire mages keep dumpstering on the boss. The ad takes quite a bit of mastery damage from it. Like one of the mages was kind of like 3rd or 4th or 5th in damage. As soon as you drag the boss to the ad, he's number 2 for quite a while. Second team going in with this soccer event. Are they doing it right now? I think they are setting up for it. Maybe not. Or no, maybe right now Zanesh is gonna... Wait, do they have Zanesh down way below 70%? while second group isn't even up. That's actually quite huge. I think they got a lot of damage there. Yeah, the more damage they can do. Yeah, second group. Cat Heals, Shadow Finks, and Giggle Wiggle. Giggly Wiggly is going to be the first one to kick the ball. Passing it on to Cat Heals. The ad is coming down. The orb is going to get hit by Cat, who is backing into position. And Shadow hopefully is in a good position as well to pass it down lane. It's going to be an innovate onto Cat. Fear almost went out by the second ad. Third ad using an interrupt is going to get interrupted. And looks like it's Ann Boys. The boss is at... Somebody died.
I'm gonna get the fourth. I get the third one. Kick the fourth.
Oh my god, please just fucking try to live. Use defensive right here if you can.
Astra getting in, rezzed back up. Everybody is here.
I have next.
I'm not the pick.
I think.
The Tremor saved the day, dude.
Because the Frost Mage could try to play a bit more when corruption so they can freeze the clones or what they're called. Technically they could, yeah. You could have your pet do freeze unless you're playing Lonely Winter. If you're playing Lonely Winter, I don't know if you really want to burn a global Poppin' Nova, but you could. I mean, with Blinks, I feel like mages should have an easier time with them. But yeah, you could technically freeze your assailant with Pet Nova. That's not a bad idea. So as a Frost Mage, you could. And you have double ice block. Unless you need it for mechanics, you could technically use it. But it looks like Frost Mage is doing really poorly in damage, though. It's like the bottom of the DPS charts for now. Could it do good? It could. Team number 3. It is going to be Team 3 with Lyshaura, Lou, and Nicholas. Double Warlock and a Mage. First kick coming out off the bat with the ad spawning. Second with Lou trying to see if he can get a good position. Trying to figure it out. Is going to boop the... Oh, and he booped it a little too early. Lou, that's about the second or third time he messed up that mechanic. Needs to figure out something in order to
I don't know.
play better.
You have to wait more.
Are you guys trying to run into the orb at all? Or are you letting it hit you, standing still?
If Lashara can get that angle every time, then Lou should be able to just set up. I didn't see that one that time, but
I moved in times. One time it worked, and it didn't.
It's a lot more consistent if you don't try to move into the orb. You want to just be standing still and let it hit you into the way that you want.
Yeah, so that's going to be a bit of an issue. Alright, team. Is this a time where we call it and let them have their attempts? Because I feel like at this point, I'm not even like streaming, I'm playing myself. So I feel like I should just kind of call it. What do you think? Should we do it one more time? One more watch? See if they get it or not? And then we'll call it there? Win or lose? I guess they're going to be moving on to Vexion after this, huh? Which apparently is mostly single target fight, which I'm surprised by. But,
pretty sure this fucking boss is gonna be like really close to dying once we get to that fourth set, right? 38.5 right there.
It's going to be really down, yeah. We're like 10% ahead of from what we were last week.
Yeah, and we also have...
one more sounds good to me, sorry. You didn't give it a go? It's all good. I'm okay with this. Honestly, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, everybody's got an XQ now.
I mean, it's not perfect, but...
Yeah, everybody.
I'm good.
Man, this guy has 470 item level? Jesus. Got a lot of keys, huh? 5 times the charm? That's a good point. We'll watch these guys and hopefully they'll get it this time. Win or lose, this will be the last attempt. I guess we can keep watching if they kill it and move on to the next boss. But we'll see. That water has been kind of still on the table for a while. I should probably toss it. Post nerf means before the reset. What do you mean? Get buffed though? I don't think so. I don't think this boss got buffed. Maybe it did. Could be wrong though. First team is going to get the ball up and running with Snag, getting an early kick to make sure it's going in the right direction. On to Astro, who's set up in a position into, it's going to be Izzo. The Boomka is not an interrupt rotation, by the way. Might not be. I tried watching logs from Warcraft logs, and for tomorrow it says post nerf. There is yet no logs. I tried watching logs from Warcraft logs, and for tomorrow it says post nerf.
Range kick, please.
Oh, there was a couple of buffs and nerfs. It's nerfs to Echo and Void. It's not boss nerfs. It's Echo and Void nerfs. So the reset logs, so people are able to get fresh numbers back in. I was able to get rank 1, and a couple of our boys were able to get rank 1 on a few bosses. Like rank 1 damage. That's what they mean. Now the bosses got nerfed or buffed. It's Echo and Void, but Echo and Void was playing a massive part into the damage that some of the classes were able to do. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. Second kick coming down by Cat. Heels towards Shadow. Heel kicked it into Shadow. Anyway, coming down on Cat, and hopefully the ball does not clip. Ajari doesn't even get close. And there it goes. Second one down. All you need to do is get the third one down, and the boss is basically dead. Where Team 4 should be able to get the balls lined up right, and they'll be good to go for the rest of the encounter. Feels like they're taking a little bit longer and killing the boss though, this time. This attempt. Yeah, this is a tough boss the first time around, not gonna lie. It looks tough. Do do do. Do do. Doesn't mean complete by my side. No, no, no. They're able to get our actually to 40%, maybe even lower than that. They have 10 more seconds, maybe less than that. Oh, got everything. Nice. What? The missed one? Oh no, dude, they missed one of the eyeballs. Oh.
Not even like shitting on Lyshar when I say this to everyone. Like, fuck.
Unlucky.
We had more wipes.
Okay, boys, we are gonna call it there. Thank you so much for coming by. I feel like this is where it's gonna just be down to the brass tacks for these guys just to iron this out, and I'm just gonna close the stream before any colorful language gets thrown around, because this is definitely frustrating for so many people that are doing the mechanics right, and the frustration comes from people that are doing mechanics wrong. But some people need time, so we're gonna call it there. Thank you so much for coming by, boys. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Tomorrow we're gonna be back to the regular. You guys are the fucking champs, and I'll see all of you next stream. Alrighty, boys. Peace.